Hello everyone. Today let us know about the project RTO management system. So first let us extract the zipped file. You can see the file is extracting. Inside the file there is one more zipped file. Let us extract this also. Now in the RTO management system folder, you can see the folder's final, which includes all the final documents of the project. Presentation includes the PowerPoint presentation of the project. RTO management system, this includes all the PHP files which are required to execute the system, and RTO management system, which is a SQL file, which is the database. Now let us copy this RTO management system folder and let us paste this in C drive inside XAMPP folder, inside htdocs folder. This is because I have installed XAMPP control server in C drive. Wherever you have installed, go to that folder, search for XAMPP, in that paste it inside htdocs. Now it is pasted, and now let us open XAMPP control panel and let's start Apache and MySQL server. You can see the servers are running. Now copy the name of the folder RTO management system and let us open the browser. In the browser, type localhost / and then paste the name of the folder RTO management system. So this is how we will execute the project, but you can see there is some connection error. That is because we have not imported the database. To import the database, type localhost / php myadmin. So this is the MySQL server. Under databases, we have to create the database name. The database name must be same as the database SQL file which you have. So once the database is created, click on import and click on choose file. So here you must choose the file, that is the SQL file which you have, RTO management system, which is an SQL file. This you must choose here and then click on go. So this may take some time to upload. So once it is imported, you can view all the tables of the database here, and this includes 12 tables. Now clicking on refresh, you can see the RTO management system. This is used to manage all the activities of the RTOs, and here the admin monitors entire website, and the customers can apply for license, they can apply for LLR, they can apply for vehicle registration, and they can also apply for changing the address as well as driving license renewal. So all these can be done online, and this is helpful for all the customers for whom it is difficult to go to the office. They can do all these processes through online itself. So this is very helpful for all the customers. Since the admin and the employees are the ones who handle the website, let us log in as employee. Here the admin and the employees can log in using their login ID and password. The default login ID of admin is admin and the password is also admin. So as the admin logs in, the admin dashboard is available, which includes details of all the records present in the database. Under LLR, here the admin can himself apply for LLRs, and here the admin can view the LLR applications from various, and in DL, here the admin can register for DL, that is driving license, and he can also view the different customers who have applied for driving license. And under change address also, he can view the customers who have applied for change address, and for driving license renewal also the applications of the customers can be viewed here. Under payment, the payment made by different customers can be viewed by the admin. And under vehicle registration, here the vehicle registration form can be filled, and in view vehicle registration the various vehicle registrations can be viewed, and here the admin has the action verify, where he can verify the vehicles. Under test, the admin can add the test questions, and he can also view the test questions. And in employee panel, in employee, the different employees of the RTO office are added to the website, and in view employee, it can be viewed. The admin can update his profile, and the admin can also change their password. Under settings panel in RTO office, here the various different branches of the RTO can be added by selecting different state and different cities. Under view, the different branches of the RTO can be viewed. In city, the different cities can be added by selecting the state, and this can be viewed under view city, where the admin has the action edit and delete to delete these details. In state, the different states can be added, and this can be viewed under view state. Under vehicle type, the different types of vehicles can be added with all the details, and this can be viewed under view vehicle type. And whatever the registration fees for that particular vehicle, what is the LLR cost, what is the DLR cost, all that is mentioned there. So let us log out from admin. Now let us do the customer registration. Under customer registration panel, here the name, the email ID, password, confirm password, and the contact number of the customer must be mentioned. The existing users can log in using the email ID and the password. The new users must register. So once the enroller or the customer is registered, he can log in using the email ID and the password. As the enroller logs in, he can view the application forms for different purposes. It can be LLR. Under user in my profile, the enroller can update their profile, and in change password, they can change their password. In the application form, they can view different application forms. It can be LLR, driving license, vehicle registration, etc. If the customer wants to apply for LLR, then they must click on apply here, and then they must choose the purpose, that is for what they need the LLR, and then the name, and son, wife or daughter of must be mentioned. Permanent address of that particular enroller must be mentioned here, and this address should be as it is in the address proof that will be uploaded. And the temporary address or the official address also must be mentioned. Duration of stay at present address. So from how many years the enroller is staying in that particular address must be mentioned. Then the state and city of the enroller mentioned. The enroller's photo must be uploaded, and date of birth of the enroller must be mentioned, and the date of birth must be as it is in the birth certificate or in the school certificate. In place of birth, the place of birth of the enroller must be mentioned, and the qualification must be mentioned, and the blood group. Here the enroller must upload the SSLC mark sheet as well as the ID proof for the address proof. Click here to submit. Here the enroller will fill the form for registration of LLR, and they must make the payment, and you can see the payment cost is auto generated depending on the type of LLR they require. To make the payment type, cardholder name, card number, the expiry date of the card and the CVV number must be mentioned. Once the payment is done, the enroller will get the application number and they must attend the test. And they also will get the last date to attend the test. Within that date, they must attend the test. To attend the test, a timing will be given, and at that time they must complete the test, and they'll have 15 questions here, and they must attend all the questions. And each question will have 4 options, and they must read the question and then select the option which is relevant for that particular question. So once they finish all the questions, they have to click here to complete the exam, and then they can view their result. We can see that the pass marks is 9, but the person has scored 8, so he has failed. The applicant can apply for the LLR again after the 7 days. So again, while he applies, he must fill the form as it is. And the payment must be done. Once the payment is done, they can attend the test again. So that attending the test procedure will be same as before. They must select any one option out of the 4 options. And the enroller must score 9 marks out of the 15 marks to pass the exam. So here now the enroller has scored 10 marks and the result is passed, so that he can download his LLR. So the enroller can view the LLR and they can also print that LLR. And the application number of the LLR is very important. So you can see in the LLR application now they can view and print. Now let us see the driving license. Here the enroller must mention his LLR number to apply for the driving license. Here all the details as before must be mentioned, that is the name, son of, address, that is temporary and permanent addresses, the state, city, and the photo of the enroller. So only after the enroller passes the LLR, he can apply for a DL. The birth date must be selected. Then the place of birth, qualification, blood group, then SLC and ID proof documents must be selected. On click here to submit, the enroller must make the payment. Here the payment for the DL is auto generated, and this payment must made by the enroller. All the payment details must be mentioned, such as card number, CVV number, expiry date, and click here to pay will make the payment successful. And once the payment is successful, the enroller can collect his DL from the RTO office. Now let us see vehicle registration. So click here to apply. The enroller can apply for vehicle registration for his vehicle. Here the name of the registered owner, that is in whose name the vehicle is registered, their name must be mentioned, and the date of birth. Permanent and temporary address must be mentioned, and the duration, the state and city must be selected, birthplace, and the PAN card number must be mentioned here. The vehicle type must be selected and the vehicle purchased from, that is from whom the person has purchased or from where the person has purchased the vehicle must be mentioned, and the details of the vehicle must be mentioned, and the chassis number and the engine number of the vehicle is required. The seating capacity, that is how many people can sit on that particular vehicle, and what is the fuel used, whether it is petrol, diesel, gas, and any note can be given. Then the registration type, whether it is a new or it is a transfer, must be mentioned. So on clicking on submit, the vehicle registration will be done submitted, and this can be viewed, and you can see that the registration type is new and the status is pending. And clicking on view, you can see the registration receipt here with payment details, and it is left for verification and issue of the RC. So this is for the admin. Now let us log out as the enroller and let us log in as the admin. The admin of the RTO will log in using his login ID and password. Once he logs in vehicle registration, under view vehicle registration, the registration request can be viewed, and here the admin must verify the vehicle and then he must approve the RC. So once he approves, then the customer will get his RC. So let us log in as a customer. So once the enroller logs in the view registration, now you can see that the vehicle is verified and the status is paid. So this is about vehicle registration. Now let us see change of address. So here on clicking on apply, here the license number must be mentioned to change the address. And in driving license renewal, here the LLR number must be mentioned, and then the enroller can apply for the renewal. And in view insurance, here the insurance from different companies can be viewed and the enrollers can claim for insurance from different companies. So we can see that there are different insurance companies which are ready to provide insurance. So let us log out from enroller. So this is about the project RTO management system. For further queries, kindly visit our website. Thank you.